Alright guys, this is Bunjamin Bok Choy. Something I just figured out today after watching a Limitless video on YouTube. Going on RaceNet and actually analyzing your time trial lap times. So I figured I'd jump on here and compare my lap time to the current world record holder that I can be assured of, which is Thomas Ronhar here. I know he's 9th on the world leaderboards, but it seems like everybody else ahead of him is cheating, and I don't know anybody that can be like half a second faster than this guy. So I haven't really looked at this yet, but let's go and take a look at the lap here. We are at 1x right now. I'm in the blue and Thomas is in the yellow car, so let's take a look. You got the brake and throttle trace and even the steering trace in your speed and gear here. Wow, he just gets so much more acceleration out of turn 2 there. I'm gonna sync them up real quick here. We'll even go make it smaller. Just look how confident this guy is on the throttle compared to somebody like me. I'm 1600th in the world on PC at Bahrain. Takes a wider line into this corner here, comes closer into the apex. We'll sync back up on track, and then going into this corner, oh, he brakes so much later than I do, carries so much more speed into turns 9 and 10, and then gets a much better exit onto this DRS straight here. As you can see, going into this long left-hander here, I take a wider entry, he gets a better exit. Look at the steering too. It's much less steering in and out of corners than I do. Much better pace, or much better speed in corner exit. Jesus Christ. And even on the final corner here, it just carries more speed onto the straight. Let's take a look at that again. And be sure to look at all the traces here. Steering. He has much less steering into corners than I do. Brakes pretty similar. But look at that, the acceleration, the throttle. Look how much quicker he is on the throttle. God, the confidence. There's no audio for this, but yeah, just look at that throttle trace, like shoot right up. Much wider, takes way more curbs than I do. The confidence on this guy, well, I mean, I guess at this level you have to be that much more confident. Let's sync back up for turns 9 and 10 here. I'm actually ahead going into this corner, but look how much later he brakes. And then how much quicker he is on throttle. He's already at max throttle there. Jesus. And he's got a good 4 or 5 kilometers per hour on me going down that straight. And this is after syncing us up again to be on the same part of the track, and look how much farther he gets in so little time. Thomas Ronhar, current esports driver right now. I haven't looked at the Austria esports race yet today. I wonder how he did. I think he qualified like P2 or P3. Look at that. Even though I carry more speed into the corner entry, he gets a much better exit and is finished so much faster than I am. All right, so that's just Bahrain. I want to take a look at one more track. Okay, so here we are at Saudi Arabia. I think this is probably, for a while, this was my best lap time, although I haven't done time trials in quite a bit, probably since F1 Manager 22 came out. But let's take a look at Saudi Arabia here. Thomas Ronhar, officially 3rd, although I think he's technically 1st. I don't know if the 2 guys in front of him are hackers or not. I'm not sure, but I know that Thomas Ronhar is legit, so let's compare. I think I'm 1200 something at this point, 1230 something in on the leaderboards, and Thomas is P3. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to be syncing on track when he gets way too far ahead, just so that we can kind of keep an eye on each other. Turns 1 and 2, he hits the apex. It's much better. Takes way more curb. All right. He's like, wow, he's over 10 kilometers an hour faster than I am on exit there. All right, we're gonna sync up. Going into the straight and then the left-hander. Not too dissimilar, although he does go out a little bit wider. We'll sync back up. I'm ahead of him at this point. Let's see the next braking zone, how much deeper he goes than I do, how much more speed he carries. Jesus. Holy cow. And the final corner is probably one of the toughest corners on this track for me. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, God. Yeah, I'm going to go back. Oh, did you see that little quick burst of throttle right on entry? Look how much faster he is. A little bit of hesitation like I am. But he's ahead of me on the throttle trace the entire time. All right, let's sync back up. All right, let's watch that one more time. This is an average driver playing in his living room against an esports driver. Much quicker on throttle, much less steering input, much better on the brakes. He gets to 100% much faster, and then he releases it much faster. All right, we're going to sync back up. Very little time is wasted on just kind of letting it coast through the corners. I suppose the reason why I'm okay at this track is because so much of it is straights. But even though it is mostly straights, look how much time he gains on the corners, on the few corners that we do have. I might actually take a look at Monza next, just because Monza has so few corners in it. You can definitely tell I hesitate more on throttle than he does, but I suppose that's why he's 1,200 spots ahead of me in racing and esports. All right, I'm going to bring up the analysis for Monza, and then we will take a look at that. All right, so I'm currently ranked 954th at Monza. Thomas is 5th. I think there might be one or two guys that are actually legit faster than him, but he is 1.2 seconds faster than I am at this track. So let's take a look. I haven't looked at this one yet. I didn't look at Saudi Arabia or this one before I started recording. I only looked at Bahrain as it was the first track on the grid. So let's take a look. I'm going to keep doing sync on track just so that we're both in the frame at the same time. All right, turns 1 and 2. Okay, not too dissimilar, but obviously he gets through there much faster than I do, carries way more speed. He's about, hang on, yeah, he's like 2 to 4 kilometers an hour faster than I am on the straight. As he gets a much better exit than I do. At some points, 5 kilometers an hour faster. Okay, going into this chicane. Nice. Very little hesitation on the throttle. Final chicane. So quick on the brakes and off the brakes, and no hesitation getting back on the throttle for the exit out of that chicane. Holy crap. Again, he's about 5 to 7 kilometers an hour faster than I am. Okay, let's look at Parabolica. Let's sync right up. He's behind me at this point. And look how much faster he gets on throttle than I do. Holy cow. Jesus. All right, let's watch that one again. obviously, I don't think the setups are the same. I haven't run a time trial at Monza in a little bit, so I'm not quite sure what the new meta setup is for Monza. I don't know if it might still be 0-0 wings or not, but I haven't checked in a little while. I'm just going to sync back up to take a look at our corners, or the chicanes anyway. Much tighter into the apex there. Let's go back. Oh, geez, that throttle just shoots right up to the max. I hesitate a little bit. It's not too dissimilar. He's just so much better at it. And obviously those hundreds and tenths of a second adds up. All right, let's go back and sync it back up. So he's slightly ahead. Yeah, oh geez. I'm envious. I'm so envious. Sync it back up for Parabolica. He's ahead. Okay, he's behind now. Yeah. Just carries so much more speed into that corner. All right, boys. Yeah, if you guys want to check this out for yourself, just go to RaceNet. I'm not sure if it's racenet.com or just RaceNet. Google RaceNet and Codemasters, that's all I did anyway, and clicked on RaceNet. I figured this out after watching the latest Limitless video where he goes over FRA Elite's lap, and yeah, this is pretty cool to watch. It may help you in your own lap times. I don't know if I have enough time to really go through and analyze every single lap against the quickest in the world, and even if I did, I don't think I'm good enough at racing to really make the changes necessary. But for those of you guys that are looking to seriously get into esport or just competitive league races, I think this is a really fun tool for you to have. If you have any questions or comments, if you want me to go into more details about this stuff, I may do a video about it if you guys want to. But let me know what you guys think. If you think I've earned it, please leave a like, comment, or subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.